Is this thing on? Hello? Can anyone hear me?
No.
Alright, class, I am out of frame and out of focus, but can anyone tell me today, how many moons does Jupiter have? Yes, you.
Is it 79?
That's incorrect. There's actually 0, because I couldn't fit 79 on this board, so... In fact, none of the gas giants have any moons. They took up a little too much space, gonna be honest. But hey, I still had room for the asteroid belt, huh? Come on.
Well, the time has come, the walrus said.
Hello everyone, I'm Jockey, and the time has come for Ristar, or Ristar? I think it's Ristar. Now this is kind of a fun little Sega mascot that kind of goes overlooked most of the time, but I wanted to celebrate now, not only because, well, I'm a big fan of the game, and we're kind of covering the last end of the 16-bit era, but also because this game is going to be coming to the Nintendo Switch, your Nintendo Switch, as long as you get that upgraded membership and get the Sega Genesis app. Ooh!
As well as these
Ristar?
games.
It's gonna be their day one, which I'm really excited about. And so maybe this Let's Play will convince some people, hey, instead of just playing Sonic and then moving on to the N64 app, which will have the much bigger and, let's be honest, some better games, this is the kind of game that's worth giving a shot. So, without further ado, let's get into this. And I gotta say, I'm super happy to be playing this game, not only because I'm a huge fan of it, but because I'm a huge fan of space in general, and this game has a lot of fun themes in that way. You might wonder, hey Jockey, all you did was replace the swords with the solar system. You didn't do anything to all these pictures over here. But you know what? That takes place in space. The X-Men have been to space before. The Metroid also takes place in space. And Majora's Mask has aliens that take your cows. So, with all that out of the way, let's get on to the game now. I'm gonna real quick change up the controls so... Jump is the A button. Wait, is that how I want it? No, that's not how I want it. I want jump to be the B button, because I'm used to Super Nintendo, where this bottom button is the jump, like in Super Mario World. You'll notice that the control scheme is very simple. I mean, it's Sega Genesis, so there's only 3 buttons, no bumpers even, and it's just jump and grab. It's about as simple as Sonic's with the added element of grabbing. But what makes this game so incredibly fun is that it's just incredibly colorful, incredibly expressive, and addicting. I'd like to say this is the Kirby of the Sega Genesis, where it's a simple, colorful platformer that you can sit down and enjoy. It's got a lot of fun, unique mechanics. In this game's case, it's grabbing onto things and moving around, as well as grabbing onto enemies, which you can do at an angle, by the way. But it's also about traversing Ristar himself. You'll notice you can bounce yourself off the walls like so. I mean, there's platforming, there's points, there's all sorts of fun stuff that makes this kind of stand out as a Sega classic, more than just being, well, another mascot, right? All you do is jump, grab, and your health bar is in the upper right over there. It's the stars, of course. These jewels are points, there's enemies all over the place, and you use your grabbing to kind of traverse around a lot of the time. You can also find secrets like that one up there. And yeah, that's our lives in the bottom corner there. Grabbing is how you deal with enemies, it's how you interact with the stage, it's really everything with the game. You can also do this. Whee! And this takes us up to this higher bit of the stage here, where we can get a bit of health. That's always nice. I gotta say, I like the level design in this game, how there's a lot of verticality to it, and there's a lot of, well, unique moments that use your grab mechanic without necessarily being repetitive. For example, we have these spinning things here. This is new. Using these, we can fly all over the place, and Well, that's a bit of fun. We do have to hold the D-pad to start the momentum going, after all. And wow, that really just sent us up there, didn't it? This first level is kind of just a playground to see all the different kinds of elements we can, well, use. And this last part of the stage... Wait a minute, this is the bonus area, what am I saying? Basically, in this bonus area, all we have to do is get that treasure up there using this spinner we have in the middle here. Under a bit of a strict time limit, but... okay, not that strict, let's be honest. The bounce sends you very high, and you can control it the whole way through, so... this allows us to increase our maximum health, that's always nice. So actually, that's not the end of the stage, we're still going. We have a little mini-boss here I almost forgot about. Most bosses and mini-bosses just kind of focus on you grabbing them at the right moment. And that's about all. But this game is a testament to the fact that gameplay doesn't have to be super dynamic and intense for games to be creative. They can be creative in more ways than just how you push a button. As you can see, we have our layout here, all 9 worlds are set out before us as we head through, and we have 2 kind of acts per world with a boss act following up. And hey, I guess the reason there's 9 total is because this is back when people thought Pluto was a planet. But we all are smarter than that now, right? Right? I'll get into that. Not today, not today. Another time. New Mexico, what do you do? I'll stop. Okay. So anyway, back to the game at hand. The music is absolutely joyous, and it's used in a lot of creative ways that we'll get into come World 4. Bumping into that little plant will light things up again. One of these days I gotta play No Man's Sky, and just talk about the deep history of that, and the development and everything. Anyway, as we finish the second act over here, we're on to the boss of... what planet is this? Wait a minute, that's a Cowboy Bebop song. We're on to the boss, we have Raiho, and with this boss here, we have... a character who you may have recognized if you're paying close attention during the intro cutscene, clearly being possessed by some sort of small creature. We need to free him from his shackles by just kind of bouncing into him. More specifically, latching onto the evil alien latched onto his back right now. Just hold still. There we go. We can bounce the alien off enough times if we bump into Raiho. Like, a few times, but that makes the fight go a little slower. It depends on how you prefer to do things, really. Overall, it's not that hard to fight, though. All you have to worry about is these little attack showers, his own projectile. Well, that's it, actually. And that's the end of the fight after you hit the alien 3 times and cause him to bounce all over the place. Again, faster if you just target the alien... faster if you target the alien from the get-go, but still pretty easy nonetheless. I like that there's a little extra strategy and extra method there for people who want to speedrun or get better at the game. And at the end of every boss, we have this spinning turbine here that sends us straight into space and onto the next planet. So it is time, Ristar, it's time to go. I just love the awe-inspiring feel of adventure and excitement that this transition bit kind of entails. How you're flying through the air like it's Mario Galaxy, which this is before Mario Galaxy. And the music that kind of peaks at this point. Here, take a listen to this. You gotta love it. You gotta love it.